All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend 14th East Asia and Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Summits in Bangkok today. 12-day odd-even scheme aimed at combating air pollution in Delhi comes into effect today. Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi defends implementation of National Register of Citizens in Assam, says NRC is a base document for the future. First ever India-Uzbekistan joint military exercise Dustlik-2019 begins at Chirchiq Training Area near Tashkent today. And in sports, Lakshya Sen wins SaarLorLux Open badminton tournament at Saarbrücken in Germany. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will take part in the 14th East Asia and Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership (RCEP) Summit in Bangkok today. The East Asia Summit EAS is a unique leader-led platform of the Asia-Pacific where they hold discussions on various development aspects in the region. It is also working as the confidence-building mechanism in the region. More from our correspondent covering the Prime Minister's visit to Thailand.
There are 6 priority areas of regional cooperation within the framework of the East Asia Summit, including education, environment and energy. The agenda for today's East Asia Summit is to review the future direction of cooperation and will also exchange views on regional and international issues. On the other hand, RCEP is a comprehensive free trade agreement being negotiated between ASEAN nations and its free trade partners that include India and China, among others. RCEP is of strategic importance for India both in terms of its Act-East policy and the comprehensive nature of the engagement. Prime Minister Mr. Modi will also take part in a special lunch on sustainable development. On the sidelines of both the summits, Prime Minister will hold bilateral meetings with his counterparts of Japan, Vietnam and Australia today on the concluding day of his 3-day tour to Thailand. With KK Lal, this is Manaspati Sharma, AR News, Bangkok.
The odd-even scheme to combat air pollution will be implemented in the national capital from today. The 12-day scheme will continue till 15th of this month. Under the scheme, the vehicles with odd last-digit registration number will be allowed on roads on odd dates, and those with even last digit will ply on even dates. The scheme will be applicable from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. except on Sundays. Violating the rule will incur a fine of 4,000 rupees. Vehicles of President, Vice President, Prime Minister, State Governors, Chief Justice of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Union Ministers, Leaders of the Opposition in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, Chief Ministers of States and Union Territories will also be exempted from the scheme. However, there will be no exemption for the vehicles of Delhi Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues. Privately owned CNG vehicles will not be exempted this time. More details from our correspondent.
The scheme restrictions will also not be applicable on two-wheelers, vehicles being used for medical emergencies, for women and vehicles carrying school children and on electric vehicles. As many as 2,000 additional buses will be deployed during the period to cater to the commuters. All cluster buses will also be deployed along with the entire fleet of DTC buses. Delhi Metro will also make 61 additional trips during the 12-day scheme. Delhi government has decided to stagger working hours of its offices during the implementation of the scheme. However, private offices in the national capital will not come under the government order. With Sovagyakar, Abhineet Shukla, AIR News, Delhi.
The Uttar Pradesh government has closed all schools up to class 12th till November 5th in Gautam Budh Nagar, Meerut and Hapur districts due to high pollution level. The state government has sought help from institutions like IITs to curb air pollution in the state. More from our correspondent.
According to the Central Pollution Control Board data, air pollution reached dangerous level in many cities including state capital Lucknow. The state government has ordered commissioners to take stock of the pollution level, burning of garbage daily, and has already stopped few industries running on coal and appealed to the farmers to not to burn remains of their crops in their fields. Water sprinkling in city areas has also started by many municipal corporations. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi has defended the implementation of National Register of Citizens (NRC) in Assam. Speaking at the launch of a book titled Post-Colonial Assam, he said, the NRC is a base document for the future and a solution within framework. Justice Gogoi slammed people using the social media to cast aspersions on the NRC exercise. He said some people launched a motivated tirade at a democratic institution. The NRC was prepared to identify genuine Indian citizens living in Assam as well as illegal Bangladeshi migrants. The Supreme Court monitored the final NRC, which was published on August 31st. President Ramnath Kovind will attend the Northeastern Hill University's 26th convocation at University campus in Shillong today. The President will be accompanied by Meghalaya Governor Tathagat Roy, who is also the Chief Rector of the university. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma will be the guest of honor at the ceremony. More from our correspondent.
The President would confer 62 gold medal and 9 special awards to students. On this occasion, Padam Shri Kanubhai Hasmukhbhai Darji, a social worker from Gujarat and the founder of the Disabled Welfare Trust of India, will also be awarded the degree of Doctor of Letters in recognition for his outstanding contributions towards the upliftment of physically challenged pupils. Samir Verma for AIR News, Shillong.
Home Minister Amit Shah will inaugurate the Shanghai Cooperation Organization joint exercise on urban earthquake search and rescue in New Delhi today. National Disaster Response Force is hosting the event, which will continue till the 7th of this month. The aim of the exercise is to rehearse the disaster response mechanism, share knowledge, experience and technology for mutual coordination. This stimulation exercise will also provide an opportunity to enhance the coordination and cooperation involving multi-agency operations in an earthquake scenario. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. The first ever India-Uzbekistan joint military exercise, Dustlik-2019, will begin at Chirchiq Training Area near Tashkent today. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his Uzbekistan counterpart, Major General Bakhodir Nizamovich Kurbanov, presided over the curtain raiser of the military drill yesterday. More from our correspondent.
The exercise, which will be focused upon counter-terrorism, will continue till 13th of this month. During the exercise, an Indian Army contingent will train along with the Uzbekistan Army. The exercise will enable sharing of best practices and experiences between the armed forces of the two countries and will lead to greater operational effectiveness. India and Uzbekistan have signed 3 memorandums of understanding in the fields of military medicine and military education. Samandeep, AIR News, Delhi.
A landmark container cargo consignment will sail from Haldia Dock Complex to the Inland Waterways Authority of India terminal at Pandu in Guwahati today. Shipping Secretary Gopal Krishna will flag off the inland vessel MV Maheshwari. The 1,425-kilometer long voyage will take 12 to 15 days. This is the first ever containerized cargo movement on this inland water transport route. This latest movement is aimed at providing a fillip to Northeast region's industrial development by opening up an alternate route for transportation of raw material and finished goods. In Jammu and Kashmir, all the offices, including Civil Secretariat and Lieutenant Governor's office, is all set to start functioning from Jammu today after Darbar move. The Civil Secretariat and other government offices had closed in Srinagar on October 25th and 26th. More from our correspondent.
Under Darbar move, the government of Jammu and Kashmir functions for 6 months each in Srinagar and Jammu. Security has been beefed up in Jammu ahead of the first Darbar move after the reorganization of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Adequate security arrangements have been made in and around the Civil Secretariat, Raj Bhavan and other key installations besides areas where government employees are going to stay. CCTV cameras at important installations and thoroughfares including the Secretariat have been made operational to maintain a close vigil, while the traffic police has also devised a plan to ensure there are no traffic jams on vital roads. R.K. Rana, AIR News, Jammu.
The very severe cyclonic storm Maha over East Central Arabian Sea moved north-northwestwards. It is very likely to intensify into an extremely severe cyclonic storm and move west-northwestwards slowly during next 24 hours. Our Ahmedabad correspondent reports that Gujarat government has taken all precautionary measures to tackle the situation.
according to Weather Office. Squally wind speed reaching 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, gusting to 60 kilometers per hour, likely to commence over Northeast Arabian Sea along Gujarat coast from 6th November at the time of its landfall on Gujarat coast. Fishermen have been advised not to venture the sea. Yogesh Pandya, AR News, Ahmedabad.
The Met Department has forecast heavy rain in Andaman Nicobar Islands in anticipation of formation of low pressure over North Andaman Sea. More from our correspondent.
The fishermen of these islands have been advised not to venture into the sea till 8th November. Indian Coast Guard ships and aircraft have been alerted and kept standby to respond to any developing situation at sea. The shipping department has also issued advisory and asked the tourists and the general public to plan their journey according to the weather situation. Meanwhile, till 5:30 this morning, 51.9 millimeter rain occurred in Port Blair and nearby areas. Rakesh Chandalal, AR News, Port Blair.
Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis will visit New Delhi today to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He will meet Mr. Shah to discuss the aid from the National Disaster Relief Fund for farmers affected by unseasonal rains in Maharashtra. The Chief Minister toured Akola district to review the crop losses due to unseasonal rains and assured all necessary assistance to farmers. India's Lakshya Sen has won the SaarLorLux Open badminton tournament at Saarbrücken in Germany. He defeated Sen Wen Hongyang of China in an exciting final last night. World number 51 Lakshya took 59 minutes to overcome Wang in the summit clash. Bangladesh beat India by 7 wickets to take 1-0 lead in 3-match T20 series in New Delhi last night. Mushfiqur Rahim remained unbeaten on 60 and helped Bangladesh register their first ever T20 international win over India. Bangladesh won the toss and elected to field. Batting first, hosts made 148 for the loss of 6 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak, will bring you a discussion tonight on Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This program is also available on Doordarshan DTH. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Paul Thornton.
Thank you, Anuja. Inviting global businesses to invest in India, Financial Express quotes the Prime Minister in the Bangkok summit, red tapeism, corruption, history. The Hindustan Times adds RCEP may be pushed back to 2020 on concerns by India. And Indian Express headline says, Fadnavis heads to Delhi, Shiv Sena says, tying with NCP Congress in state interest, as the war of nerves between BJP and Shiv Sena continues in Maharashtra. To revise and relaunch its insurance products, LIC plans to scrap many schemes from December 1st, reports the Asian Age. To improve public transport, Niti Aayog draws plans for states to spend 11,000 crore rupees for buying buses, writes the Economic Times. On the occasion of World Cities Day 2019, UNESCO adds Mumbai and Hyderabad in its network of creative cities, reports the Statesman. And finally, the country's first of its kind 4-deck transport structure has been planned, reports the Times of India. Nagpur to get India's first 4-deck transport bridge. With that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Paul. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend 14th East Asia and Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Summits in Bangkok today. 12-day odd-even scheme aimed at combating air pollution in Delhi comes into effect today. Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi defends implementation of National Register of Citizens in Assam, says NRC is a base document for the future. First ever India-Uzbekistan joint military exercise Dustlik-2019 begins at Chirchiq Training Area near Tashkent today. And in sports, Lakshya Sen wins SaarLorLux Open badminton tournament at Saarbrücken in Germany. And with that we end the morning news. Have a nice day.